Revelation 1046. From the 10th of August 1939. Believing secular researchers. Providences of God. There are things between heaven and earth regarding which the worldly wisdom is considerably mistaken. Not only in the structure of the whole work of creation, the teachings of the worldly wise ones deviate from the truth, but also in the individual, they are interspersed with many an error, and consequently only one standing in the spiritual knowledge can correct these wrong views. However, he does not find entrance to those, because the spiritual results are not provable with proofs and therefore do not appear credible to them. Now, however, testing the spiritual teachers is the most certain guarantee of truthfulness for the earthly child who is being taught, and he can therefore fully indulge himself in the belief that he is in the fullest truth as long as there remains a serious, spiritual exchange between earth and the hereafter. A child who wants to serve God of his own accord is also under God's protection, and therefore the worldly wise, although in great number, are far behind in their knowledge, if one compares this with the spiritual knowledge of such an earthly child, which, as a receptacle of divine wisdom, truly holds such in great extent. The world still remains hostile, and just those who want to stand in the knowledge, are their strictest and most bitter opponents of everything that stands in spiritual connection, since most of them lack deep faith in a divinity that expresses himself in the form of such transmissions from the spiritual kingdom to earth. Whoever deals with such problems in faith, spiritual results will not seem so unacceptable to him, and it would therefore be much easier to convince the world, if a believing circle of worldly researchers would like to stand up for it and fight against the erroneous teachings of the unbelievers. And therefore the attention of the other worldly teachers is especially directed to get such believers into the circle of the truly knowing ones, and in this connection, some providence explains itself, because the Father in heaven leads his children according to his will, and as long as no resistance is opposed to him, every event in life is of greatest value for the spiritual development of the individual as well as for the spiritual transformation of all mankind. Amen.